where we left off, we have just finished the proving, only to be met with tragedy, which Rost has saved our lives by pushing us over, and meanwhile he was engulfed in flames. So unfortunately, Rost is no longer with us, but somehow Aloy managed to survive, and now we need to figure out where we are. I will make a correction, because I did say something wrong in the last video, and it was kind of regarding Rost and what happened to him that made him an outcast, because we did ask that question earlier, and they pretty much refused to tell us the answer, and I thought that maybe they didn't tell us at all in the game. But I was absolutely wrong. So I'm not going to reveal anything about Ross just yet, because we will learn about him, and I apologize for that mistake. But I did look up some more stuff, because there's some other questions, mainly about that interaction with Bost, which was that jerk that was blonde, but we'll get to that in a moment.
My clothes. Good. But where's my focus? It's here, okay. Am I inside the sacred mountain? But only matriarchs are allowed inside. I don't see my bow here. Or that damaged focus, the one I took off that killer. Where are they?
I don't think there's anything
keep looking
in here, but I just like to make sure. Because you know how some video games are. They put some of that stuff in the most inconvenient locations. And it looks like we are all in the clear.
I should be on my way.
Though clearly, since this door is here, we are in some sort of ancient room that people actually seem to be living in or using.
I'm picking up some kind of signal. Looks like the ruins I fell into when I was young. There, with the rest of my things. Show me.
All commanders, halt excavations and proceed at once to the mission point. Avoid all contact with Nora savages, but if you are seen, kill every witness. Target imaging attached. Do not fail.
Target imaging.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
They saw me through Owen's focus. How is that possible?
Then make it quick. I'm heading in. Hold for identiscan. You need to stop listening to Ted and start listening to me.
Who's this from? And when? Are you my mother? me just because I look like you.
Aloy, you are awake.
You brought me here?
Quickly, you must follow.
To where?
To the place where you were born.
Are you saying I was born here? Inside the mountain?
It is easier if I show you.
Why did you bring me here?
It seemed you were dying, and to die near one's mother is sacred. Lansra fought it, of course, but Jezza sided with me.
Is my mother here? Am I going to meet her?
It's complicated. Please, just follow me.
Does my mother look like me, but with short hair?
I don't see how that could be. You were not born of a woman, Aloy. The mountain is your mother.
What are you talking about?
Come.
What is this place?
The Great Chamber, where All Mother slew the Metal Devil and gave birth to you. Aloy, the Proving Massacre was just the first of many disasters. The war party we sent after the killers was ambushed and slaughtered.
But what does that have to do with where I was born?
My hope is everything. This is where we found you. We heard your cries, came to look, and there you were.
Just lying there?
Yes.
You mean I came from behind the door?
Always, that is what I have believed. That you came from the womb of the mountain. A gift from All Mother herself. But others, like Lansra, feared that a darker power put you here. Not a gift, but a curse.
But this isn't a goddess.
Aloy!
It's a door. With people behind it. My mother?
Oh!
Hold for identiscan.
The goddess speaks.
Just like the woman I saw.
Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Identity cannot be confirmed. Entry denied.
No, no. Please.
Aloy, All Mother spoke to you, as if she knew you.
Were you not listening? It didn't recognize me.
Because of corruption. The goddess's own words. Surely, if you heal this corruption, she will see you clearly.
And how would I do that?
You said you've had visions. Of a woman with short hair.
The killers came for me because I look like her.
But their power is overwhelming. Is there no other trail to follow?
Owen. He was one of the outsiders. The night before the proving. The killer saw me through his eyes. He lives in Meridian.
So you will have to leave the sacred land.
I've been an outcast all my life. Why not an exile too?
Shh. There is another way. Come, and we will make it so.
You said the tribe is on the brink of extinction. What happened?
After the massacre at the Proving, a great war party was sent after the killers. Less than half survived.
How was the war party defeated?
The killers do not fight alone. Somehow they have a power over the machines, corrupting them, driving them mad.
So the killers got away?
Yes. And now the only plan my sister matriarchs can agree to is to sing the Hymn of Atonement and beg for All Mother's mercy, as though she would not want us to help ourselves.
Then, what's your plan?
This was my plan. To show you where you were born and loose you to follow the destiny All Mother intended for you. The other High Matriarchs are waiting for us. Let me do the talking.
It is done?
Yes. I showed her. Sisters, the goddess spoke to Aloy. Told her to heal the corruption.
Ha! But how is she to do that?
She will have to journey beyond our sacred land.
A seeker? If the goddess spoke, it must be so.
You would name this thing a seeker?
Sister!
For once, Lansra, join with us.
This will be your sin, not mine. Send her seeking, and may she never be seen again.
Aloy, by the holy grace of the One Goddess, we hereby anoint you a seeker of the Nora tribe.
No barrier can now stay you from your sacred task. May All Mother protect you and sustain you. Stay true. I will make ready for the hymn. Our hopes lie with you.
Tirsa, what's a seeker?
You are. And here is your mark. In times of great need, the High Matriarchs may anoint a seeker. A worthy brave sent forth to accomplish a great purpose. No matter where that purpose might take her.
Even beyond the borders of the sacred land?
Yes. And with the right to return when you are done, or as the need arises.
So I can go anywhere at all? No restrictions?
Even to forbidden places, like the tainted lands beyond All Mother's sight. Or the ruins of the metal world.
I see. Why are the ruins of the metal world forbidden?
They are blighted places, Aloy. Dark and wicked. Like the children of metal who built them. When they rebelled and tried to murder All Mother, her wrath leveled their cities, but could not cleanse their sin. Their ancient spite haunts those ruins, ready to ensnare anyone foolish enough to enter them.
But I've been in a ruin. It looked a lot like the inside of All Mother.
That cannot be so.
It is.
Then, this is something beyond my understanding. I will trust you to reveal the truth.
Why are the lands beyond Nora territory called tainted.
Is it not obvious? Our land is sacred. We live in sight of the one goddess, All-Mother, source of all that lives. Beyond her sight lies a vast fallen land, spiritually tainted. That is why it is against tribal law to leave. But the Seeker blessing will protect you.
Have there been other Seekers?
There have, but they are rare, and most who set out are never heard from again.
Was Rost a Seeker?
No, not a Seeker.
What are you not telling me?
This is not the time, Aloy. Perhaps another day.
What was done with Rost's body?
I'm afraid there was very little left to recover. But what there was, we buried at the place where he raised you, with flowers on the grave.
Thank you. So many have suffered. Is there anything I can do to help?
What is most important is for you to fulfill the purpose All-Mother has intended for you.
I don't know what that means any more than you do.
Then you must find out. If, however, you sense that part of your purpose is to help the tribe, by all means do so. I have no doubt you will find people in need throughout the Embrace.
You said the Nora sent a war party after the killers.
Yes, but it was ambushed and overrun. Very few escaped alive. And most that did were wounded.
Do you know where the killers went?
No, but you could ask Varl, one of the braves guarding the gates of the Embrace. He survived the ambush. He would know more.
I should be on my way.
From here, you must go to the gates of the Embrace. Speak to Varl, and he will point the way to Meridian. If any Nora tries to stand in your way, Aloy, make sure they know you are a Seeker.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Tirsa, for all you've done.
May All-Mother bless you and watch over you.
Nora faithful, we will soon
Alright,
begin.
so we actually learned quite
Purify
a bit
your hearts.
in that section.
Soon we will beg forgiveness for
Where
the
we came
sins that
from,
brought
which
such
is the
misery on
mountain.
tribe.
We're not quite
When
sure
we
what
hear the
is
matriarchs
behind that
lift their
door,
voices,
or
we will
why
join
we were in the
ours to
mountain to
theirs.
begin with. That's something we're going to have to find out, but we do know that that is where
not so
we were
bad.
born. So even though the proving ended in tragedy, they still granted us the knowledge of where we came from. And now we are allowed to leave the sacred lands because I guess they decided to. But anyway, one of the things I like about Tirsa a lot is she just still is very distinctly Nora in her beliefs, but I guess you could call her a liberal Nora.
We'll all be dead
More
soon.
practical in
All
her
mother
beliefs. We are out of a lot of supplies, so I'm going to kind of run around and grab it. And I do believe there are some side quests we can pick up as well. The one thing I'm not remembering is if we can buy things from Teb right now, or if we have to go a little bit farther in the story before we can do that. Because I would like to finish getting supplies from him before we really get into it and eventually leave the Sacred Lands.
They say she fell assaulted and
Saved many lives. The tribe is lucky to have her.
Okay, yeah, I remember this part. Then I want to make sure I have as many arrows made as possible. Definitely did not closely consider this, but probably should have gotten fire bombs before those. Double check to see if we have them, but I don't think so. No, we only have the one right now. Oh well. Not sure why it bothers me so much when it has these exclamation points like you can now do this. Then I just hate seeing them because I'm like, I know, go away. When I expand some of these pouches, and when we do take the time to do that, I'll probably mainly focus, at least initially, on just the item pouches and maybe some of the wasn't quite done there, maybe some of the arrows and other ammo pouches. I'm just gonna hold off because at least for this initial part, when we're getting better weapons and increasing our power and stuff, we can definitely spend resources making our arrow pouches larger, but it's not going to be helpful ultimately until we have the weapons we want. So it looks like we're going to finish the first tier of everything right now. And can now move on to the second tier. Actually, I am going to start this skill tree. I did learn a bit about Frozen Wilds while I was taking a break. And we're going to really want those skills when it comes time to have them.
I should save my breath for the hymn. It's our only hope now.
Grab this supplies now, because it's going to be a lot harder later.
Aloy! Aloy!
Teb?
All Mother be praised.
The outcast.
You're alive.
Ignore her. Continue the report. There are rumors of a demon loose in the Embrace. A thing of dark metal that corrupts every machine it touches.
Where did it come from?
They say it broke through the gates of the Embrace.
Who is they?
Varl and his followers. They tried to stop it, but the demon was too fast, too powerful.
Varl's a fool to defend that gate. It is here at Mother's Watch that we will make our stand.
So far, 8 groups have arrived from Mother's Heart to join the Hymn of Atonement, and more are on the way.
Good. All true Nora will lift their voices in song. I hope I never see a corrupted machine again. They give me a nightmare.
Alright, I think that's all the boxes we can grab right now.
Laura, do your duty.
Oh, there's
And pray to be remembered well when you fall.
I'm so glad to know you're all right.
I can't figure out where Ted is. I think he's over there in the front, but...
I need the gate opened.
Since when has any outcast's need been my concern?
I feel like she just kind of skipped to that. This is just kind of unnecessary.
I recognize you from the proving. You saw Boss shatter my trophy, and you did nothing.
You would speak ill of the dead? Truly you have no shame.
I nearly put an arrow through your eye.
And you threaten me in front of witnesses? When the High Matriarchs hear of this, you'll be an outcast all over again.
I've been anointed a Seeker, so open the gate.
You? A Seeker? Have Tissa and Jezza gone insane? Bad enough that they let you run in the proving. But to nurse you back to health inside the sacred mountain? No wonder a curse is upon us and children lie dead under cairns of stone.
This is a hard choice. Usually I have a sense of what she might say, but that's kind of digging. And that's still a personal charge, but... Oh, choices. I feel like he'll just blame her if she says this. So.
If you think Tirsa and Jezza are traitors, why don't you head up the mountain and say that to their faces? Or do you only talk big when your superiors aren't around?
I am the Nora War Chief.
And I am a Seeker, so do as you're told and open the gate.
The sooner you're gone from here, the better.
What was that?
The demon! Sound the alarm! By the goddess, what's it doing to them?
Taking control.
Brace yourselves! What have you brought on us now, you motherless curse? Kill them, Braves! Kill them all! Braves, ready yourselves! Today we fight a curse, a demon! Oh, Mother, give us strength!
Won't be long. Gotta get in position. Here it comes.
Attack! Watch the Striders! It's driven them mad!
demon is
These
dead!
things marched with the killers at the proving.
One less thing to think about.
How does a machine like that take control of all those Striders?
See, I didn't look at the daemon because you
I need to know
fight
how that
a
machine
lot of
took
them,
possession of
but
those Striders.
the two
How
things
does
that it shoots from
possess
on
other
its
machines?
back
You speak
are its
for
weak
no reason.
points, and it says that it's weak to fire, but it doesn't have any blaze, so it
Maybe
never
my
really.
focus can tell me how that machine controlled the other ones.
Sorry, I got distracted by her talking. So the demon, for some reason, even though it says its weakness is fire, it'll catch fire pretty readily, but I never have seen one like actually explode and take a lot of damage. So as you saw at the end, I switched to the armor piercing arrows, and that seemed to be a lot more effective. So we'll see these again. They're always kind of difficult to fight.
How'd you do it? Show me. You made them obey you. How? This. You did it with this. It's connecting to my focus. Then I could use this. It's worth a shot. Couple loops of wire. Looks like it'll hold. I just need to test it.
Aloy, how did you do that?
Teb? What are you doing here? You're a Stitcher, not a Brave.
I came to help defend Mother's Watch, but I never imagined I'd see anything like this. You killed that demon. Pulled its guts from the carcass.
The way it controls other machines. I think I figured it out. But I need to test it on a machine.
Plenty of Striders along the path to the gates of the Embrace, I guess.
Exactly. And the gates are where I'll be headed anyway. I need to speak to Varl.
I always knew you were different, Aloy, but...
But what?
I think you're a blessing from All Mother. No matter what Resh says.
Thank you, Teb. But I have to go now.
I know you do. And my thoughts go with you.
Aw, Teb.
Braves! I want that gate repaired immediately. I don't care if you have to band it together. Get it done.
I did think that that would unlock some of the side quests in Mother's Heart, but I guess we have to go a little bit farther before that happens. I am going to replenish my supplies though, and I'll go back and add some skills now. So yeah, one of the things that I learned, I was interested to see what would happen.
Can't be too prepared.
If, you know, you'd made other decisions with Bast, like if you put down the rock, or if you tried to throw it at his head, what sort of thing would happen. And I guess if we had chosen to throw it back at his head, that Rost would have shot down our rock. So never actually would have hit.
Air was getting thick.
Bast.
I'm waiting for rain.
Not quite sure what his reaction later would have been. Though probably somewhere along the lines of, well, I would have hit you, or you were scared because you knew it was going to hit you, or something like that. But makes Rost a whole lot cooler than I thought he was, because he shoots it down when you are going to hit the kid's head, but seems to know when the other throw is just going to hit his hand, so That's pretty cool. So hitting his hand is what you would do if you're like showing off your skills, and we saw what that interaction was like. And then the final one, which is putting the rock down, is throw another rock at you and get stopped by the other kids that are there. And then your response to him later is that the only thing that happened is the others got to see what a monster you are. So if I were to do it again, I would choose either throwing it at his hand or putting the rock down. Those two were definitely the more satisfying options. Okay, so we have all but this one, which allows for 2 different kinds of bombs to be thrown. So let's replace the one we have, because that gives us more options. I'm going to buy the ones that I can afford right now, and then get the supplies that we need to finish them off. But I'm not going to equip any of them just yet, because there are different effects and that makes them good for different things. So I might do this Silent Hunter for now. We'll see. Actually, let's get that one first. I'll equip it and then go back. The other ones that we buy I won't equip just yet, but I will buy. Okay, so we need to go find some watchers as well. Sorry, hit the wrong button, which made everything go a little bit crazy. Alright, so my question was, what's this one about? And I guess it doesn't have any effects, you can just modify it, so neither of your original outfits are all that helpful. Which is kind of a bummer, but I like how it does encourage you to use other supplies. So right now I do think that this one is probably going to be the best. You need to sneak up to machines in order to override them. And we're not going to do a lot of intense fighting right now. If you are going to do a lot of fighting, and it's with some of the bigger, more specific robots, this one's probably better because it gives you some protection against different elements. And of course we can add a modification that makes this a little more useful. But we have not fought enough machines right now to have a whole lot of good modifications, so we'll wait on that one. And I know I have those. So I think the 3 most used ones from this tier that I do is strike from above, balanced aim, and honestly this one so that can hold more healing stuff. We're doing pretty okay with the heals, and I don't think there's a lot of intense fights coming. So I'm gonna do the 2 Prowler skills first, and then I'll go back and I'll do the herbs. We definitely need to increase that pouch, because there's definitely not enough arrows for what we need to do. I am going to follow this path towards the main quest, but I'm not going to start it yet. Like I said, I'm going to finish getting the outfits and stuff, and I'm just walking towards it so that I can find some machines, hopefully. Because I need to get some watchers. As well as some shards in order to get that other outfit. I think I only need 1 lens, because I sold the ones that we had, since they're easy to get, and 200 shards, so...
Striders. I can test the override device on them.
I'll be hunting the Striders as well.
Don't go through all of this stuff.
Oops. This will also give us an opportunity to get some more of the modifiers too. Make things helpful. Some more Striders. There has to be some watchers here, because usually all of these herds are accompanied by a couple watchers. It's just a matter of where they're patrolling. My sneaky outfit's not doing a very good job of keeping me sneaky, is it? I was pretty far away and it still detected me.
Calm, calm.
There's a reason I did that. In order to get the limitless travel pack, you need to have a couple of fox skins that are hard to get because they're a rare drop for killing foxes. So it'll just save me some time later. I don't think I'll actually focus on getting it until it's time to. And of course, the one time that we really need to find some watchers, there are none to be found. At least not in this herd. I'm gonna check and see how many shards we have, because I'm not gonna waste my time killing things if I don't need to. Not even close to what I need. Awesome.
Ready or not.
Still not seeing any watchers, which is disappointing, so. Oh, wants me to override the Striders first. Okay. Well, we've already freaked them out, so we're gonna let them respawn while we go find some watchers to kill. I just thought maybe they got rid of the watchers that surround that herd, since that's a main quest and you have to be able to sneak up on them. Because it's still kind of in tutorial phase, so maybe they're trying to make that easier.
I've been seen.
I don't know, but maybe I'm just reading into it too much. Still no watchers, otherwise they would have come and attacked me. Alright, map. Kinda disappointing that it never really shows watchers, and you know they're everywhere. So I'm not sure why we're having so much trouble finding them now. Probably because we want to find them. I don't get. Wildlife can definitely run faster than I can walk while aiming. Oh yeah. Found one, but no lens. And I think, since this one has the green, that it would have one, but we'll check. Darn. Will be a no. Well, at least we found a couple.
Can't go that way. I need to turn back.
They all would have died if not for her.
Well, I'm not going to waste too much more time on this. I'm going to head back towards the herd since we've kind of gone in a full circle here. And we'll go ahead and get ourselves a Strider companion.
got one.
But I'll let them go on their way. Need the shards anyway. Here it goes! Come on, come on. It worked! It's not hostile. There we go. That a boy. That's more like it. Oh yay, watchers.
Yeah! 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 Ride!
Get him. Get him. Jerk. My steed that way.
This strider is fast! This beats walking. I should try overriding other kinds of machines. Probably can't ride them all, but I might find a use for them.
Teamwork. Alright, I actually see some watchers, so before we end it off for today, we'll take one more shot at getting us some lenses. gonna make my way back to that fire. Save, and then we will continue our Watcher journey. And we'll let our trusty steed enjoy the rest of its life in peace. Unless, of course, it gets killed by this one. Nope. GG, Strider. GG. Alrighty. Until next time, everyone.